Have you ever felt like life is just too much? Like no matter what you do, things keep falling apart. You try, you pray, you work hard, but nothing seems to go your way. And in your darkest moments, a thought creeps into your mind. Is this a test? Or is Allah punishing me? Maybe you've lost someone you love. Maybe you're struggling with something no one else knows about. Maybe you feel like life is unfair, that you're missing out on happiness, while others seem to have everything so easily. If you've ever felt this way, I want you to listen closely, because what I'm about to share might change the way you see your entire life. Life is a test, the struggles of the prophets. You see, life was never meant to be easy. Even the best of people, the prophets, faced the hardest trials. Think about it. The Prophet Muhammad, the most beloved to Allah, lost both of his parents as a child. He buried 6 of his own children. His people rejected him. He was attacked, insulted, starved, and forced out of his home. And yet he kept going. He never said, "Why me?" He never questioned Allah's plan. Instead, he showed us the most powerful way to handle pain, with faith, patience, and trust in Allah's Qadr. Allah tells us in the Quran, "And we will surely test you with something of fear, hunger, and a loss of wealth, lives, and fruits. But give glad tidings to the patient." Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Glad tidings to the patient. Your pain is not unnoticed. Your suffering is not meaningless. Every tear, every heartbreak, every lonely night, it's all part of something greater. Is this a test or a punishment? But then comes the big question. How do I know if this is a test to elevate me or a punishment for my sins? The answer is simple. If this hardship brings you closer to Allah, it's a test. If it pushes you away from Allah, makes you bitter, or increases sin, it might be a warning. The Prophet said, "When Allah loves a servant, he tests him." Wait, read that again. Tests are a sign of love. That pain you're feeling, it's not because Allah hates you, it's because He's cleansing you, purifying you, making you stronger. He sees your struggle, and He's bringing you closer to Him. But what about when we feel overwhelmed, when it feels like we can't take it anymore? Listen to this beautiful verse. Allah does not burden a soul beyond what it can bear. Surah Al-Baqarah 2. Do you know what this means? It means that if Allah gave you this trial, it's because He knows you're strong enough to handle it. Even if you feel like you're breaking, even if you feel lost, Allah sees something in you that you don't see in yourself. How to handle hardships. Practical steps. So what should you do when life feels unbearable? 1. Run to Allah, not away from Him. The biggest mistake we make is disconnecting from prayer when we feel low. But the Prophet ﷺ, whenever he was in distress, would immediately turn to Salah. He would cry in sujood, pouring his heart out to Allah. That's exactly what we should do. 2. Say astaghfirullah as much as you can. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Whoever frequently says astaghfirullah, Allah will provide for him a way out of every difficulty." Did you hear that? A way out. If you feel trapped in life, istighfar is your escape. 3. Hold on to this powerful verse. Indeed, with hardship comes ease. Not after hardship, with hardship. This means your relief is already on the way. Your pain is temporary. Your struggle has an expiry date, a message to your heart. I don't know what you're going through right now, but I do know this. Allah has not forgotten you. You are not alone. Even when the world feels cold, even when no one understands your pain, Allah is with you. If your heart is breaking, know that Allah is the one who heals hearts. If you feel lost, know that Allah is the one who guides. If you feel weak, know that Allah is Al-Qawi, the most powerful. This pain is temporary. Your reward is eternal. So the next time life knocks you down, remember, you are stronger than you think. Your hardships are not punishments. They are part of your journey, designed to bring you closer to your Creator. Now, I want to ask you something. What is one hardship you've been struggling with? Share it in the comments and let's make dua for each other. Because sometimes the best thing we can do is remind each other we are never alone. If this message touched your heart, share this video with someone who needs it. You never know whose life you might change today.